All right, so we're dealing with an LG front load washer that has a bad water inlet valve. Now, one of the telltale signs that you have a bad water valve is that you will see water leaking onto your floor even when the machine isn't running. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at it. First thing that we need to do is we need to remove the lid from the top of the machine. And to do that, you come to the back and you'll see that there's a plastic tab here and a tab here. Now, each one of these tabs has a screw on the top and a screw on the bottom. So all we need to do is take out the screw on the bottom on both sides. Then you're just going to grab the lid and you're going to push it back towards the back, let it slide off, and then you can pull it up and take it off. And these are your water inlet valves, okay? So this is going to be your hot water and this setup is going to be your cold water. Now, every LG washer that I'm aware of uses the same exact hot water inlet valve that only has one solenoid. For their cold water setups, they have a 3 solenoid like this one, and they also use a 4 solenoid. When the solenoid fails, it allows water to seep up through the top. Now, this machine isn't hooked up and it doesn't have water running to it, so we can't actually see that happening. But if you are experiencing this problem, you should be able to see water coming either from one of the top of the solenoids somewhere, possibly even down here where the solenoids screw into the bottom half of the water inlet valve. And it may not even be as bad as this. You may not actually see any rust. This one looks like it's been leaking for a pretty long time. You might just see water stains or calcium deposits that are indicating that you do have a leak in that area. So for now, we're going to go ahead and just replace this one. So you just take these wires off. And then you're going to come to the back and there's 2 screws that hold it in place. One right here and one right here. Okay, so just a few things that I need to cover with you real quick before we get into replacing that water valve. This is going to be like your setup on your machine. Okay, so this is going to be your hot water valve and your cold water. Like I said before, your hot water is always going to be a 1 solenoid valve. This is the 3 solenoid valve that we had on the machine that we're currently working on, but you may also have a 4 solenoid valve, and this is what it looks like. So I will put a link in the description for all of these. I will put them for each one individually, and then I will also put a link in there for these 2 as a set and these 2 as a set. And then that way, whichever ones you need for your machine, you can go ahead and click on that link. It'll take you to a store on Amazon where you can purchase the replacement parts. Now, the majority of the machines that I come across that do have bad water inlet valves, they're going to be these right here. There's one other variable to take into consideration. So these are also going to be the same as these as far as the water inlet valves. The difference is going to be these connections right here, and I'll see if I can get it a little bit closer. You can see how these over here are bigger than these. You do not want to try to use the wrong ones on your machine. So you just want to make sure that you are ordering the right size. This is going to be for newer machines. Honestly, I don't see a lot of these just because they haven't been around long enough to really start seeing a lot of instances where they go bad. Whereas these are usually on machines that are a little bit older, and these are very, very common. So chances are that you'll probably need the one with the larger connections over here. But in the event that you do need these, again, I will link these in the description. Each individually, the hot water and the cold water, and then the 2 of them together. So you can take your new water valve that we've got here, and we're going to replace it. And this is very simple. All you want to do is pull this old one out, grab yourself a pair of channel locks, and you've got clamps that hold the hoses in place. On this one, there's 3 because there's 3 hoses. So you just want to go ahead and move the clamps down off the end of the hose. And then we can start removing them. I like to do one at a time. That way I just don't lose track of which hose is supposed to go where. So I'm going to start with this one over here. take it off, take my new water inlet valve and put it in the same location on the new one, and then just repeat that process. And then go ahead and slide your clamps back up towards the end, put them back in place. And you want to make sure that when you're going to put this water valve back through the hole over here, that the water valve itself goes underneath the wires, like that. You can go ahead and reconnect the wires. The two blue ones, if you have a 3-solenoid valve like this, the two blue ones will go on the ends and the clear one will go in the middle. All right, so now we just re-secure the water valve by putting the two screws back in place. And you're good to go. That's all there is to it.